Hello. Hi. Welcome to Love Scope. This is your presenter, Faith. For those who are new to the channel, please subscribe. And for those who, I want to thank you for subscribing, for sharing, and for liking. Thank you very much. So today we'll be talking about love, first date. Of course, we're always talking about love, but today we are going on this first date. What to do and what not to do. Have you ever been on a first date and it's so awkward or it's funny or something embarrassing happened? Yeah. So today we'll be talking about what to do and what not to do and just share some interesting experiences from people that have happened that could maybe make you laugh. I'll be back. Remember to subscribe and share. Hello, welcome back. This is Love Scope First Date. What to do and what not to do. The first thing that is very important, look good. Remember to look good. Look on point for the guys, and for the ladies, doll up. But when I say doll up, ladies, I mean doll up, I mean you look presentable, nice, because when you're going for this first date, somebody has to be attracted to you. The attraction is important. But don't misunderstand me. The attraction, don't expose everything in front, behind, everything is opened out there. No, that's not cute. That's just, you're giving the impression you want a booty call, a booty, even when you get a present, somebody gives you a present, it's always wrapped up. And then you have to open, you're curious, what's in the present? That's more interesting than when, imagine if I give you a present and I didn't wrap it, I give you here. You won't feel like it's that special. So you know what I'm saying. I have this funny story. I was watching a comedy, but it really happens. They say guys, when they're going, every guy, when he's going with you on a date, he wants to sleep with you. He's thinking he wants to sleep with you. But now it depends on you how fast you want him to sleep with you. So there's this guy, so he's a waiter in the comedy, and he goes, and there are two people on a date, and he asks them, what would you like to drink? And the man says, I want a cocktail. And the girl says, I want what he's drinking. So the waiter says, you want the same thing as the guy who wants to sleep with you? And she looked in surprise. Why would you say something like this? And the waiter said, he asked the guy, is she your sister? He says, no. Is she your relative? He says, no. The waiter says, he wants to sleep with you. So the guy was, you're so rude. Yeah, but the guy says, do you want to sleep with her? He says, yeah, but don't say that to her face. So you see, don't overexpose. If you want the date to a second date and the third date to lead to something serious, that's the point I was trying to make. And the guy is there, when you look on point, the girl is gushing all over you. I'll be back. Welcome back. The second point is be positive. Positive about, now you're on the date, you're looking good. And now when you're talking or your behavior, let it be a positive vibe, because have you ever met somebody, all they say when they open their mouth is negative, just negative stuff. You're thinking, oh, is it that bad? But when you're positive and you're smiling more, it makes it more interesting. So there's this story I know. It didn't happen. It's not me who was left there. It's an example. I like giving examples. So this guy goes to pick his girl. They are going for their first date. And here he is. He goes to the first thing when he meets her, when she opens the door, she starts to criticize how he's looking on their first date when she's just seen him. Okay, he thought maybe it will blow over. She didn't like how he was dressed. So they go, but he still went. He's a gentleman because he still took her. Because if I was him, I would have said goodbye before it began. And then he took to his car. She didn't like his car. She was all about his car. She didn't like it, negative. Okay, but the guy is still good. They went to a restaurant. He took her to a good chic restaurant, posh restaurant when I say chic. So it was busy night and it was busy. So of course, when the orders take longer, And she kept complaining and complaining, and everything is not good. And so the guy thought, okay, here's this. He excused himself. He went, asked the waiter what was their bill. That time they'd only drunk. They'd taken something to drink. And then he paid for the drinks. He told the waiter to give the lady a note. And the note said, here's something for you to complain about. How about walking home? He bailed out and he was out of there. Do you think it was right of him? I think so. So be positive. Positivity helps a lot. I'm telling you, it can take you to places. No, I'll be back. Welcome back. This is Love Scope Faith here again. Remember to like, please, comment, and subscribe. So, another thing you should always remember, please smell how you're smelling on your first date. You should smell good. It doesn't mean that you should smell of an expensive cologne. I always make a comment about smelling good. It's important. Can you imagine if you go to a date, you just first your mouth, it's smelling funny breath. Maybe you ate some onions or some garlic. When you open your mouth, your date wants to run for the door. Run. Come on now, do your brushing your teeth and everything. I know that seems like an obvious, but you never know. Crazy things have happened. And you're smelling good. Maybe you were from the gym or from work and you didn't know you were sweaty. I mean, freshen up, smell good, very important. So, and some of the things, when you're on a date, go to a place where you can afford. Can you imagine? There's this story I know. There's a guy, he took a lady out and he liked the lady. So they went to a restaurant. He didn't know that the restaurant was that expensive. So the bill came. He's looking around. He didn't have that kind of money. So the lady helped out. But do you think that she came back for a second date? Nope. So it's better you go to a place where you can afford, so that you don't have to embarrass yourself. And when sometimes when you're on a date, sometimes people tend to talk too much. You don't know, maybe you don't know this, but you're talking and talking, and you don't even give your date a chance to say hello. Yeah, hello, yeah. But so there's a lady. These are true stories. I couldn't make them up even if I tried. So there's a lady I know, and she says, Faith. She's an elderly lady, but she's really chic, madam. She says, Faith, I have a date. I'm going for a date. And she was happy. And she was really looking forward, to do stuff with this guy. So she went on the date. So the next time I saw her, I asked her, so how did it go on the date? She says, Faith, keep quiet. When she says, Faith, keep quiet, it doesn't mean I should keep quiet. It means like, don't say anything because it was that bad. So I asked her what happened. She said, Faith, the guy could not keep quiet. He kept talking and talking on and on for 3 hours, she says. She says she's not exaggerating. She said she could barely tell about herself, but she knew everything about him. She knew the car he was driving, his house, everything that has happened in his life in that 3 hours. She says by the time she reached home, she was so exhausted, she put off her TV, her radio, just to have a sane moment because of this date, how he had talked. So you see, if you overtalk, so the guy asked her, so when are we meeting next? She said, never, never. You talked too much. He says, I promise I'll let you talk. No, she said, no, it's not happening. So that's a don't do. Don't overtalk. Don't overtalk. And sometimes I know you get nervous. Now, this is something that happened to me. This guy I really liked, and he asked me out some time back, way back. And he says, okay, Faith. So I was nervous. I was thinking, with the nervousness, my head was paining. And the more my head was paining, I thought, okay, but I thought I can't cancel. So, and then we went to a restaurant to eat and I ordered food. So, but I knew if I eat this food, I'll throw up. I'll throw up and I'll embarrass myself. But if I don't eat the food, I look like I'm so ungrateful. So what did I do? I thought, Faith, just play along. So he was talking and he noticed something was wrong because I was really quiet. He asked, what's wrong? I said, my head is paining. And and I'm afraid if I don't eat this food, it looks bad for me. And if I eat, I might just end up making a bad scene here with throwing up. So he was gracious and he says, okay, well, how about takeaway? So he ate his food and I carried mine home. So I sometimes you can be nervous. Try and relax. Okay, I couldn't do anything about the headache though. Okay, I'll be back. Welcome back. Love Scope, Faith here. What let the conversation flow naturally, So I know when you're on a date, of course you're wondering what should I talk about? What is interesting to talk about? And you'd be some people like the weather to break the ice. The first time I would hear somebody talking about the weather, I would wonder why out of all the conversations would you pick the weather? Wait until you live in a place where we have four seasons. It can rain, it can snow, the sun can shine. So the weather is really important, but I'm not telling you to go, but it breaks the ice. Oh, how are you? So the weather, oh, it's cold outside. Oh, the sun is shining. People tend to smile more when the sun is shining. So it can be a safe topic before the conversation starts flowing. Don't give your whole life history, I repeat again, everything, but be honest. Be like what you want, but it's not an interview. Have you ever been to a date you feel like, am I in a job interview? Am I in the wrong place? Because somebody's just telling you, oh, I want kids. I don't like this. I do, they do, I don't. You feel like, okay, I was just asking you for a date to get to know you. I was not coming for a marriage proposal. Just let the conversation flow naturally. I really, really have to share this story. Order what you know as you're trying to impress. I know sometimes you want to look like some sort of way. So this happened to my sister, one of my sisters. She went somewhere and she opened the menu card and she wanted to order coffee, some fancy coffee. So she ordered a double espresso. For those who don't know what a double espresso is, it's a little coffee, it's like one shot. So it comes with a little small cup. What does my sister do? So when the waiter comes, she looks at the cup and she's looking at the waiter and she asks him, why would you serve me in a no, I wouldn't make these things up. Why would you serve me in a doll cup? He says this is a double espresso, but it was funny. It's a funny thing, but it happens. Hi, welcome back. So remember to let the conversation flow naturally. Be honest, truthful. You never know, it could be your future husband. So, did you like our first date together? If you liked it, or leave a comment, share, subscribe, like, and please let me know about your first experience of your first crazy date or any funny or any date you went for that you think it's something to write about. Bye. Thank you for watching. Bye. Bye bye.